It's your boy Note, and we are back on the Note Show. Yo, what does it do, man? What does it do? Man, it's been an exciting weekend. Okay. First off, I'm sorry I've been gone. All right, let me tell you where I've been. I've been trying to figure out how to get back to y'all. I've missed y'all. I've been lost in all this audio engineering processes of trying to get my stuff back. I recently updated my Mac, and it was the worst thing to do. If you're an engineer, you should already know you do not upgrade 2 updates on a Mac. You will lose everything. And I will not go into all the bullshit I had to figure out, but it took me a long time. I had to get a whole different interface, figure out a whole different way, come back and bring an old. It was a lot of stuff, y'all. A lot of stuff. Anyways, y'all don't want to hear about that. But I will tell y'all, I had an amazing weekend. My little angel lyric turned 9. So shouts out to my angel lyric. Just blessed to be a part of someone's life. You know, that's all I am. I'm blessed to see her grow, and I hope everybody's waking up with that thought process of just being happy that we're here, we're living in the moment, we're not letting a single moment go by. Let's live in these moments. All right, let's get into this weekend UFC 264. You know, I had to shrug my shoulders. So y'all know I love Conor. You know, huge fan of Conor McGregor. And what am I talking about? I'm talking about Conor McGregor getting TKO by Dustin Poirier by injury, snap of the ankle or the shin. Gosh, man, y'all know it sucks, man. It sucks because I'm such a huge fan of his to see him lose that. But at the same time, you shouldn't have been in there. You know, we shouldn't encourage it. It was only 6 months. You know, some fighters get 6 months just that of not even being able to go to the ASADA and start training or anything like that. So the fact that we're being selfish with Conor and making him get in there, himself wanting to get in there and fight another fight after he isn't even healed. It proves he wasn't healed because his leg already broke. You know, it broke. You know, he already fucked it up already. He wasn't healed. His body wasn't healed. He needed time. He needed the time. I'm not making excuses because, you know what, you're a fighter. You get in there, you fight. And in the fight, if you watched it, you know, we can be honest, and it's probably playing right now, knowing me, while you're watching me. But, you know, as the fight unfolds, you know, the moment Conor fucked up in the fight, you know, kicks were cool. But the moment he tried to get a guillotine on him was silly. The fact that the man held him down, okay, if you're not into jiu-jitsu, you don't know anything about jiu-jitsu, the rookiest move is if you know you don't got that clamped in, that guillotine, you should already have let go, because what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your arm and you're gonna lock it up, and then within the next 2 minutes your arm is gonna be so tight that you're not gonna be able to hit nobody with that arm. It'll be ragdolled out. It was sad because either way, when you look at it and you look at it the way it was going, Dustin Poirier was still putting it on him. Those elbows, Conor was giving back. But I will tell you this, it would have been a very interesting second round because Conor was still ready to go. You can say whatever you want about him, but he was ready to go. The fact that he broke his own ankle is shitty. You know, I think they said that Dustin Poirier's elbow did it. Either way, you have to give the win to Dustin because it looks like no matter what the situation was going to happen, Conor was going to lose. Okay, that was for sure. It looked like it. But that doesn't mean anything because if we talk about the current champion, he was on his back in the 155 division and came back. And we're talking about Charles Oliveira. So you never know what happens in a fight. So you can't sit here and say that, you know, Dustin would have won. You don't know because he didn't knock him out. And it really wasn't a deserving win because, you know, he broke his ankle. So, you know, it's kind of a toss-up. But let's skip all that. Let's be a Conor hater because that's what seems to be going around everywhere. Let's be a Conor hater even though we're not. Conor's career is probably becoming a shadow of what it used to be. Yeah, we can say that he's losing. Yeah, him talking about Dustin Poirier's wife was weak. Yeah, it looks like he's probably not going to come back and do anything great. Okay, you done with all that? Are you done? Are you done? Are you done? Okay, now let's be who we are and be a Conor supporter. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Okay, wake up. Okay, Conor McGregor is the most healthiest, beautiful product that has ever touched UFC soil. Don't you ever forget that shit. Okay, it is partially his whole hand that gave that ESPN deal with Ronda Rousey. You give that man fucking respect. You dig? You give the man fucking respect, okay? Period. You know what? You sit here and you all talk shit about Conor McGregor, but the world would be a lot lonely when that motherfucker retires. I don't give a fuck what you say. He brings entertainment. And yes, he has lost a couple of those fights. And I'll give that to you. I'll give that to you. But don't you fucking sit there and dare think that the sport of MMA is going to be better if Conor McGregor is done. You're a fucking liar. And you need to stop it. You need to stop it because you know it's not true in your heart. In your heart of hearts, if you are an MMA fan, you know that's not true. You know it's not true. It'll be a sad day on earth when the man retires. I don't care. He does that to sports, okay? Highest pay-per-views, everything you want to say, whether he lost or not, whether he went in the stretcher and he said he was going to go in the stretcher, whether you feel like he's done, whether you hope he's done, whether you dislike the way he talks or whatever. And the people that like Dustin Poirier, go suck a dick, bro. Are you serious right now? The man is not all that you think he is, okay? I don't give a fuck what you say. I don't care if you like it or not. Like, as far as Universal Fighter, Dustin is phenomenal, okay? But, dude, he's not a stand-up dude like that either. So get the fuck out of here. You know, Conor Haters needed someone to be your champion. You can give that to Dustin. You can give that to Khabib. You can give that to whoever you want. But don't you dare fucking sit here and act like the sport would be good without Conor. Or that he needs to shelf it up. Because either way, the day he shelves that shit up for real, you guys are going to be sad. Who do we have that is entertaining right now? Don't say Sean O'Malley because he couldn't even knock old boy out. Okay? Who do you have in that 155 division? You can name someone, and I will sit here and listen to you, that has that star power. And I know you'll be like, no, but it's not about star power. It's about fighting. It's about the best fighter. You're right. It is. It is. But that would be if we weren't in America. We're in America. We are a culture that is into the hype, the fash, that's why mostly a lot of people that have been famous, Muhammad Ali. That's why you like Muhammad Ali, because of shit talk. Regardless, don't sit here and act like Muhammad Ali didn't lose, because he did. You know, you love entertainment, regardless of what you say. And to sit here and say, fuck Conor McGregor, like you all keep saying, it's just bullshit. Because 96% of you will be fucking sad the moment this man retires. Because he brings something to this sport. He's brought eyes. He's brought millions of people to this sport, whether you like it or not. He's done something. There wouldn't be a Khabib without Conor McGregor. There wouldn't be a Dustin Poirier without Conor McGregor. And I say that when I talk about that, I don't mean as far as their lives or their careers. No, they wouldn't be that fucking famous, and they definitely wouldn't have that much money because of him. You can believe that. Especially, Khabib should just kiss Conor McGregor's ass, because if it wasn't for Conor McGregor, he wouldn't have Vladimir Putin, whatever his name, up his ass to get him. You know what? Whatever you say, okay? Red Knight panties is a real deal, okay? Regardless. What should he do next? I don't know. I don't know what he should do next, but, I bet you his ass comes back for Dustin. And let me tell you something else, because, if you're a Conor McGregor fan, you have to be hyped about the fact that if Dustin Poirier goes and fights Oliveira and wins the UFC 155 belt, there is like 100% chance that Conor McGregor is going to fight him for the title, and wouldn't a lot of you motherfuckers be mad? Wouldn't you be mad? Wouldn't you be mad? Now, that day, if he loses, I'll be kind of butthurt even more, but I'm pretty sure that's going to happen. If Dustin Poirier wins that title, I'm 100% sure he's going back to Red Night Panty Night. Is it because think about it, he gets all the pay-per-view buys. He gets so much money, and with Conor, there's always a sellout. You're going to get money. It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. Okay. With saying that, I just want to just go down to this deep place with y'all and just sit here and say, at the bottom of my heart, okay, if you ask me, no, for real though, look at Conor McGregor. What is your true thoughts on Conor McGregor? And I would tell you this. I love Conor McGregor. I feel like time is catching up. I feel like you have to love this fighting. You have to love it. You have to put your heart and soul in it. You know, Dustin Poirier is a dog, period. But you have to love it. You have to commit to it. I think that Conor McGregor committed to it. I think he was ready for the fight. But what I do think is that a lot of people are yes sirs to him, and they're allowing him to shatter his own career. Because if you had someone that cared about you on your team, there's no way that they should allow you to go into this fight knowing that your body wasn't ready. You know, for your bones to break that easy. You know, you needed time. At least, I'd have gave him at least 10 months. You know, and he didn't do that. He just went back in, which is cool. You're a fighter. It's in you, but you got to give yourself time. You got to give yourself a fighting chance. That's what is Donald Cerrone's problem. It was one of his biggest problems, Donald Cerrone, because he just kept fighting and fighting. And you need money. I understand that, but at the same time, you know, your body can only take so much. You know, even people that wrestle, do jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, Taekwondo, Kempo, etc., your body's hurt. Your joints ask them after any long day of training. I felt it. I do training. After a long day of training, my whole body's fucked up for days, maybe weeks. You got to give your body time to heal, you know, and you got to think Conor McGregor, 6 months was mostly just to heal that leg that probably wasn't healed at all. And I can't sit here and tell you because I don't know with thinking about it if it was the same leg that got kicked. I don't know. So I'm not going to act like I do. But at the end of the day, that's 2 legs or 1 leg really fucked up, you know, and he needed time to heal. You need time to heal on your legs. He should have held. Someone in his camp should have been like, yo, whoa, Conor. Chill out, boy. Let's give it some time, my man. Let's give it some time before we just head back in there and get our asses whooped. Because, yes, I do feel like Dustin Poirier is a better fighter. I will admit that. You know, Dustin Poirier is a universal fighter. The fact that Conor McGregor went to the ground with that guillotine and did a very white belt, and I'm a white belt, so I can't sit here and talk shit like I know any other belt, but that's very a beginner basics of you getting it in someone in a guillotine and not having them between the V in your arm. And to know that it's not tucked in there tight enough, why would you sit there and tire out your arm? That makes no sense. Why wouldn't you try to get into half guard, try to shrimp, try to get out of there? What the fuck were you doing? Okay? You know, and it goes to show you that Justin Gaethje. Where the fuck's he at? It just goes to show you that Dustin Poirier is one hell of a fucking jiu-jitsu guy, period. And we all knew that. And Conor used to be a beast as well at jiu-jitsu and wrestling. There's no way he wouldn't be. The fact that he held himself with Khabib shows that. But both of these men got choked out by Khabib too. But, you know, it just goes to show that, you know, yeah, I believe that Conor's getting to that age. You know, I believe it. I believe it. I respect that, though, because, you know, it's just you get older. But I would think that if you love fighting, you get older, you get stronger, you go into it, you know, even harder. You don't give up. And I do believe that second round, if Conor would have got fought, I don't think it would have gone as people think, that Conor would have just got smashed, okay? Because, you know, they're both tired. They both were on the ground. Dustin threw a lot of blows. You don't know Conor like that to sit here and say that. You guys forget that he went all rounds with Nate Diaz. He is a fucking beat Nate Diaz. He is a fucking animal. That fight against Leon Edwards just lets you know that he won that fight. If he'd have just kept whooping Leon, it was done. Leon was fucking already on the edge of falling. Straight up. Like, Nate Diaz is a fucking animal. And I believe when Dustin Poirier fights Nate Diaz, he's going to smash him. This is what I feel, though. You know, I'm telling you what I feel. But I do think that us as a community of MMA, we do hate Conor and we do love him. You know, he's that relationship. But I will tell you that a lot of us can honestly say, and you can honestly say, if you sit there in your soul and you love this fighting game, you can't sit here and say that he hasn't influenced you in some way. Even the young generation that's coming up in UFC, your Sean O'Malley's, just one person, because that's who the UFC's babying, because that fight he had this weekend was a fucking handout. And he couldn't knock him out. That should show you something about Sean O'Malley. And he was trying to. He was trying to do something. He couldn't. So, you know, I don't think Sean O'Malley, their golden child, is going to be something as big as they think, you know, That's just my personal opinion on that matter. But I do believe that Conor McGregor has influenced all these people, in some way. He's sculptured he's like a fourth father of this game that will become, excuse me. He's a Hall of Famer, 2-time champ, 3-time if you want to. He's had the interim. He's had both belts from 155 to 135, I think, or so. He's had these belts. Okay, he's a Hall of Famer, and if I fucking got the belts wrong, I'm sorry. It's one of those things. It's really annoying because when I keep seeing people say, good, Conor McGregor retire, blah, 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 we forget what he's done too, and that's the thing about fighting. Us as fans, we're so wish-washy, and we're not really fans because, all you motherfuckers that are saying Conor McGregor's done, you guys are so quick to knock him off his bandwagon. It's crazy. But the moment that man comes back, all of y'all be like, oh, I think he's going to lose. I think he's going to win. You want to hate the man. You know what I'm saying? That's something about this man that is so successful, I'm not riding Conor's nuts or nothing. I'm just saying, the man has influenced martial arts, period. He's influenced MMA, period. He's one of the LeBrons of our era. And I'm not saying LeBron as far as greatness. I'm saying as far as influenced, iconic. You're not gonna forget him. Okay? You're not. No matter what happens in MMA, he will be talked about. He's one of the greats, regardless of what they say. So UFC 264. I'm only talking about that because the Stephan and Gilbert was a joke of a fight. I don't even want to discuss it. The only thing that matters right now to me is Conor gets better, comes back, fights Dustin Poirier. I bet you it's for the fucking title. And that's when I'll worry about if he'll win or lose, And I'm not going to say if he will win or lose because Dustin has won basically both of the last two. So the odds of saying that Conor would win again would be foolish. But I'm stupid like that, so I'm probably going to think that he would. All right. So that's all I got for this show. All right. That's all I wanted to talk about because I've been behind for so long on shows trying to get everything done. I had to say something. I had to speak it. I had to let it be known. I love y'all. This is your boy Note on the Note Show. Have a good night.
Yo, it's Snow, baby.